Hello, this is Bino. Welcome back to my channel. I'm an arborist and a tree climber specialist, and what I like to do on my channel is share tree climbing tips with beginners and experts. What today we're going to do and talk about is this Petzl Zig Zag. People have been asking me questions about it, and honestly I've only used it a couple of times, so I went out and got one, and I'll just show you what about it. First off, what I like about it is that this is just like a friction hitch, and it's really small. What I really like when I climb is a short friction cord, so this is something that I'm used to like that. What's really nice is it moves up the rope really easy and smooth, and this is like your braking, the braking part. You pull these two fingers and it'll move on you. Really nice. They do have a Petzl Zig Zag with a swivel, but I got the one with it, you know, a solid eye. I like that better. What I didn't do or I don't have yet is a captive where my carabiner can side load. So I think the next thing I'll do is work on that. They have a hole here for connecting point. I'm not sure if I can use it for the climb part, but it looks like it's solid and you could probably do that. They have this groove. You need a carabiner with the groove in order to use the top hole. I don't know if you could see that. I think that's probably to work with the chicane. So you slide that in and it goes in. You can't use the round. That might be, maybe that's why they have this extra hole here. But anyways, that could be a connecting point for maybe when you use a chicane. Today what I want to do is use it like in the MRS system. So it has the pulley and you can see it's just like you would have a friction hitch. Anyhow, what I plan to do is go up, and what I'll do is I'll just advance up and I'm going to do a body thrust. And I'll set a friction saver and then I'll walk a little bit around the tree and show you how it works. One of the things that bothers me about the Zig Zag is that it definitely is not midline attachable. And then you'll put the rope either through here or from the bottom. So all of my other ropes, I'll show you. I whip them, but then I kind of have like a bump on the end. So this is my ivy rope that I have it. It's because it's the only one that would fit through these holes. And even this, getting this in was pretty tough. So that's one of the downsides, right? At the moment, the only rope I can use it with is my silver ivy until I fix my ends. So what I'm gonna do now is I already got a small throw in, and I'll work up the tree just like I would on a regular MRS system, and I'm gonna body thrust just like I would if it was a friction hitch, and see how it works for me. Yeah, see how it goes. Here we go. Get my gloves on. Okay, and just like I would if I was a regularly gonna body thrust, I'll put my hands above and I'll tend in this way. So throw my feet on the tree, and then I'll tend from here. Pretty nice, just like a friction hitch. All right, now that I made it to my first tie-in, I attach my lanyard. I'm gonna disconnect my termination end here, and then what I'm gonna do is proceed to that branch right there. Yeah, it's only about 5 feet above my head. So this is just the way I would do it if I was using the MRS system. Let's see how it goes. Okay. All right. Cool. Okay. Bring it back to me. Connect back in. Slide it. That's right in the middle there. Oops. I'm kind of good to get used to this. There. Okay. Now that I'm attached, I'll snug it up. I'm secure, so I'll take my lanyard off now. I'll just proceed up. Okay, cool. All right. Cool. Now, let me come over this side here. Go just a little bit higher, I suppose. Maybe even right here. Probably be a good point right here. So I'll re-lanyard in, probably a little higher here. Is what I'll throw in right here. One of my friends was telling me with the Zig Zag and a friction saver, it's super smooth. So we'll see how I feel about it. Cool. So got my lanyard on. So I grab a friction saver. Okay. So I'm gonna put the small end on my left. Let's see here. That ought to do it. Cool. So now I have to untie this zigzag here, my termination, to install onto that friction saver. Just stow the carabiner here for right now. Undo this. You want to make sure that you don't let this go, because it could probably slide through and you'd be kind of sunk. Not a good deal if that happens. All right, set up the friction saver. Go back to the carabiner here. Let me throw it back onto my zigzag, right into that groove. Put it into place. Now I'll do another double fisherman's bend. That's my preferred knot. Okay, there you go. Okay, alrighty, get it snugged up. Cool. Now I'm on the friction saver. I can undo my lanyard. Alright, let me fix this a little. Okay, so see how it feels. I'm gonna drop down a little and see how it goes. So 2 fingers. Oh yeah, pretty quick. Just like a friction cord. Well, I'd say it moves a lot quicker though. So, and that's really something I'm not really used to, but it does have a good motion. Like when you let go, pretty good. See, yeah, pretty nice. Cool. When you walk out on a limb, now when you want to proceed in, well, that's pretty nice. It's really fluid. Let me go up a little. Let me walk to the left, to the right. So, let me try something with this. I don't really need this, but just my foot ascender, and then see how it feels. So, you could use your foot ascender too with it. Nice. Pretty nice. Let me go down to the other side there. Yeah, just exactly like a friction hitch. Whoa. But it does move pretty quick. Yeah, I'm not really feeling like it's gonna slide. Creepy, nothing of that. It really moves exactly like a friction cord. And with the amount of how you touch this, you may be able to really fine tune it. I guess if you had practice, you could really fine tune it to your liking. Just by the way your hand moves. And I hear I think if you had more weighted rope, there's a way that when you pull this, it can slide back in. Real small tree, so I don't know if it's going to work for that. But let's see. Pretty nice. Yeah. It's really nice, this mechanical hitch. I'm liking it. All right. You can hold, if you're kind of nervous, you can definitely hold the other end of the rope. Yeah, I'm still pretty jerky at it, but I think in time, I could probably get really used to it. Yeah, pretty cool. And when you're walking in, it is so smooth. Actually, no resistance at all. Sit back, you're good. Lift, sit back. Nice. Check this out. Stop. Cool. Oops, so I'll proceed back down to the ground. I think I'll just drop down. Let's see. Whoa, see, that was pretty quick. But let's see what happens when I float in the air. Okay. Throw myself a loop. Okay. So here I'm going to drop down a little. Uh-oh. That's not cool. There, got my glove in it. Let me see. Now this is a little different right here. It's more jumpy. When I stop, holds you, and then we're ready to go. It's really not hard to get more for it to start going again. See? Yeah. I think with practice, I could probably become pretty good with this. There you have it, the Petzl Zig Zag. So some of the things that I wasn't really happy, and I guess my biggest gripe would be to not be able to put your rope in just because the tip is kind of tough. Sometimes people have well, you're not supposed to have a fray, but even the way you tie it off, it's kind of difficult to fit it in through here. Also that it's not midline attachable. I like to, if you really need it, but once you got it on, you don't always need to do midline attachable, but to know that that's available, it's better. Everything else about this, the way it works, it's awesome. It's just like a friction hitch, but a heck of a lot more smooth. And then with the friction saver on top, I think that was where I was a lot more jerky, just because of the free movement. There's no friction with the friction saver, and then the way you finger this, it can move really fast. But I think if giving you some time, getting used to the way it operates, and learning how to manipulate it, this is a really smooth piece of equipment. Also, when you're climbing that, you could, if you're kind of high in a tree, when you tend your line, it can actually, you see how that works right there? It's just feeding into it's feeding in, and there's no weight on it, but like it could feed on itself as you push it in. So that's kind of a cool deal. So going in for a walk that you're not having to hold something, that you're pulling this and it feeds itself. That's really pretty sweet. Something to really think about if you have this with the big eye, making sure you get a captive for your carabiner so it doesn't side load. And this did side out on me, but I should have had a little bit of insight, and I should have done that ahead of time. Anyhow, really cool mechanical friction hitch, the Zig Zag. I really like it so far, and I'm going to spend more time working with this. I got the chicane, so I want to give that a try too, see how that feels. Oh, and what was really cool is that when you put your ascender in and you were like hanging, it still works well that way too. You don't have to connect to anything. All you got to do is use your foot and it ascends for you as you go. Anyhow, there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Comment, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you like what we do. And by all means, share our videos with your friends. All right, we'll see you next time. Take care.